What if I say that these computers, these batteries and this heating system are actually not a modern invention? Or ancient people already had a nuclear-like weapons which also inspired Game of Thrones writers? Or that the first human dentist visit happened in ancient India? Yes, researchers do find inventions and technology that are thousands of years old, with few of them almost impossible to recreate even with our modern technology. And trust me, some of these ancient inventions are really worth looking into. How is it going, everyone? This is Sandesh Pandit and welcome to my channel Knowledge Messenger. In today's list, we have included 5 ancient inventions and technology that were way ahead of their time. I will simply ask that you do not skip any part and watch it till the end. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do it right away. And don't forget to like this video. Come on, let's find out. We owe a lot to the ancient Indians for teaching us how to count, without which most of these modern scientific discoveries would have been impossible. Albert Einstein. So let's begin with the bang. Number 1. Ancient dentistry. Dentistry in Indus Valley. One of the oldest civilizations in the world, Indian civilization has a very strong traditions of science and technology. And ancient Indians have contributed to shaping the world in ways you probably couldn't imagine. In recent days, a study of fossils from Mehergarh, Pakistan has revealed tiny holes drilled into the teeth on the biting surface of human molars, according to Andrea Cucina, who was leading a team of academics conducting archaeological research. They found man's first known trip to the dentist occurred as early as 9,000 years ago. At least 9 people lived in Neolithic village, which is now in Pakistan, had holes drilled into their molars and survived the procedure. Most of the drilling was done on the chewing surface of their molars, in both the upper and lower jaws, probably using a flint point attached to a bow that made a high-speed drill, the researcher says. But even more significant, this practice wasn't just an occasional event, it lasted somewhere around 1500 years and was a tradition at a site. So let's move on. Number 2. Central heating. Ancient Greeks had them before you. Most of us don't spend much time thinking about a central heating system. It's just something we always had. But this modern convenience has a very ancient roots. Thousands of years ago, while ancient Greek was a powerful nation, central heating was invented by using heat created by fires. That heat is used to release hot fluids in the air and would be forced through giant thermal radiation which was planted in the ground. These hot fluids would heat the floor eventually, as well as the air in the entire surrounding area. This heating system is thought to be first implemented in the Temple of Artemis and believed that it had been invented by Shirishphron and his son Methogenes around 600 BC. These were the 2 architectural designers behind the Temple of Artemis itself. Well, Temple of Artemis is one of the 7 ancient wonders of the world. Number 3. Baghdad battery. The ancient versions of the battery. While most of us may believe that the battery is fairly a recent invention, and what if I tell you that this was invented thousands of years ago? Yes, I'm talking about the Baghdad battery. It was unearthed during rail construction near Baghdad, Iraq, found in a grave that was dated to the time of the Parthian occupation of the Iraq 248 BC to 226 AD, and later it was noticed by a German archaeologist Wilhelm Koenig in 1938, 2 years after its discovery. When he looked closely, he was astonished. Inside the mud jar were a copper cylinder and an iron rod. If filled with a weak acid like a vinegar or even a grape juice, this combination produces around 1 volt of electricity. This of course looked nothing like a modern day lithium-ion battery. First question, why would an ancient civilization need a battery anyway? The most common proposed use of this mechanism is for electrotherapy, though many scientists disagree. Another idea is that the device was used in religious ceremonies. The battery used to literally shock devotees into belief. Archaeologists have found only 1 battery, even that have been stolen in 2003 and has yet to be found. Number 4. Antikythera mechanism, a 2000 years old analog computer. When Antikythera system was first found, it left scholars deeply confused, and for a good reason. This ancient invention was discovered on a small, geographically unique Greek island called Antikythera, found in the waters by divers. It was beautifully preserved, dated nearly to 1200 years. This device basically looks like with patches of shape, but upon further inspection, you will see gears that were functional at some point, pieces that resembles an old clock. Upon its revolution, there were a few groups of scholars willing to call the device part of an ancient computer, yet this was initially written off. The mystery behind the Antikythera did not start to break ground until 1990s. Prepared to be blown away, it was indeed a computer, complete with bronze components stored in a wooden box. It has been assumed that the device was used to replicate the motions of the sky. However, rather than displaying the time as we know it, it would display celestial time using the planets as guides. What is strange about this device is that it was commonly used to calculate and display information about astronomical phenomena. The device is as big as mental clock that you have at home. Number 5. Greek fire. Napalm before napalm. What if I tell you that the Battle of Blackwater, which is one of the most memorable scenes in Game of Thrones, may actually have occurred in real life? Would you believe me? After hearing this, you may. It was first invented in 672 AD by the Byzantine Empire. This fire was known as many different things like sea fire, Roman fire, or a war fire. The military weapon first appeared on the historical stage when Byzantines were attacked by an enemy's massive naval fleet. The attacking force had never seen anything like Greek fire before, burning ships, people, and even burning on the top of the water. Can you imagine this? The substance could be thrown in pots or discharged from tubes. It apparently caught fire spontaneously and could not be extinguished with water. Greek fire was not only incredibly effective but also intimidating. It reportedly produces a loud roaring noise and a large amount of smoke, much akin to the breath of a dragon. The closest modern technology has come to creating Greek fire is napalm. Nevertheless, no one has come up with the ancient inventions formula yet. There is no doubt that over the next couple of decades, there will be a host of new inventions, which will shed more light on our technological achievements of our ancestors. One thing is that what makes most of this lost technology so interesting, that how revolutionary they would have been if they had caught on by now. Who knows, we could have had an industrial revolution much earlier. Perhaps you could have had your flying car by now. Where did the idea for some of these ancient inventions even came from? Aliens? I can't say that, but yes, in later days we may find out. That's it for today, and thanks for watching. Tell me in comments which ancient inventions and technology surprised you. See you then.